Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived two brothers. The elder brother, Cassim, was wealthy but greedy. The younger brother, Ali Baba, was poor but honest and hardworking. Every day, Ali Baba would go into the forest to cut wood and sell it in the market. One day, while cutting wood, he suddenly heard the sound of galloping horses. Startled, he quickly hid behind a tree. From the dust, 40 thieves appeared. Their leader stood in front of a huge rock and shouted, "Open! Sesame!" To Ali Baba's amazement, the rock split open, revealing a secret cave filled with mountains of gold, jewels, and treasure. The thieves went inside, stored their loot, and when they came out, the leader said, "Close Sesame." The rock sealed itself again, and the thieves rode away. After they left, Ali Baba stepped forward, repeated the same words, and entered the cave. Inside, he found riches beyond imagination. He took a small bag of gold and quietly returned home. The next day, Cassim went to see the rock. He shouted, "Open Sesame!" But the rock did not budge. Then he tried again, and again, and again, but it was no use. Seeing that the rock was not opening, Cassim started kicking and hitting it. Suddenly, one of the thieves came back, and seeing Cassim struggling, asked what the problem was. Cassim, in his greed, told him about the treasure inside and begged him to help open the rock. The thief got angry and said, "You stupid, you have to say the magic words, 'Open Sesame,' and the rock will open." The greedy Cassim couldn't control himself and ran to the rock. "Open Sesame!" he shouted. The rock opened, but instead of going inside, he kept standing at the entrance, grabbing handfuls of gold and jewels and throwing them over his shoulder. The thieves who had come back to collect their treasure saw this and shouted, "Stop, thief! Stop, thief!" The townspeople gathered and caught hold of Cassim. The thieves, taking advantage of the chaos, entered the cave and took back their treasure. They tied up Cassim and left him there, saying, "Let this greedy fellow spend the night in the cave. We will come back in the morning and decide what to do with him." When Morgiana, Ali Baba's maid, heard that the thieves had taken her master's share of the treasure, she was furious. She went to the cave and, seeing Cassim tied up, asked what had happened. Cassim explained everything to her. Morgiana listened patiently and then said, "Don't worry, Ali Baba. I know how to get the treasure back." In the morning, when the thieves came to take Cassim out, they found that he had disappeared. They were very angry and were about to leave empty-handed when Morgiana stepped forward and said, "I know where you hid your treasure. Tell me, where is Ali Baba?" The thieves thought that if they could capture Ali Baba, they could also get their hands on the rest of the treasure. So they said, "He is outside waiting for us." Morgiana, however, took them to an empty field and tricked them. She told them that she had seen Ali Baba go into the forest and asked the thieves to follow her. She led them around in circles and finally brought them back to the cave. She told them that the treasure must be inside, and the thieves, eager to get their hands on it, rushed inside. As soon as they entered, the cave started filling with water. The thieves panicked and started shouting for help. One by one, they came out, drenched and exhausted. Seeing that there was no treasure and that they had been tricked, they were furious. They wanted to find Ali Baba and take revenge. But before they could do anything, Ali Baba and his men arrived. There was a big fight, but Ali Baba and Morgiana were prepared. With the help of their quick wit and bravery, they defeated all the thieves except the leader. He tried to escape, but Ali Baba caught hold of him. The leader begged for his life, promising to give Ali Baba even more treasure. But Ali Baba, remembering what his brother had done, wasn't willing to listen. He took the leader to the rock and made him repeat, "Open Sesame." Then he went inside and changed all the treasure to bones and pebbles. When the leader realized that Ali Baba had outsmarted him, he, too, became a prisoner of the rock. In the end, Ali Baba and his brother became rich. But unlike his brother, he used his wealth to help the poor and support his town. The people loved him for his honesty and kindness. And so, the story teaches us, greed destroys, but honesty and wisdom always lead to victory.